I'm here today to help you learn how to deal with disappointment as a parent. Hey, it's disappointment that drives frustration and yelling. Are you ready to stop yelling as a parent? You need to watch this. Dealing with disappointment starts with understanding the psychology that's driving it. As a professional psychologist, that's my job. I'm here to help you understand how to operate the equipment of your own mind. And when you understand the psychology, you're in a position of choice where you can do something differently. Expectation is at the root of disappointment. You know, I love this because my job is to illuminate the obvious. It's kind of cool. I get paid to tell people things they already know or show them things they already see, but there's a lot of obvious things that are completely unnoticed until they're called to your attention. And I just brought this to your attention. Expectation is what drives disappointment, because when we expect something or we hope for it or we're planning on it and then it doesn't happen, what do we feel? Disappointment. That's where it's coming from. There are processes that are going on all the time in our brain. This is kind of like gravity. You never get up in the morning and think, I wonder if gravity's on today. It tends to be, right? And in the same way, there are things going on in your brain all the time that you can't turn off. Here's something I want you to notice. And I'm inviting you to do what we call metacognition. I know that's a psychological term. We make up stuff in psychology because it makes us feel smart. That term, metacognition, if you break it down, cognition means thinking. All right, just simply thinking. We'll put that at this level. Metacognition is a step up from that, okay? It's a higher level. It's thinking about thinking. And this is really cool because metacognition creates a little space. In that space is where choice exists. Until you see it as a choice, it's not. So I want you to go to your metacognition, think about your thinking, and notice this. All you have right now is what it is. Now you've heard the phrase, it is what it is, right? Which can be kind of annoying sometimes. But notice, that's all you got. What it is, by definition, is all you've got. I'm not saying it's all you could have. We're getting to that in just a minute. But it's all you've got by definition. And what it is always, my editor tells me to always avoid the word always and never use the word never. What it is always between something better and something worse. By your own judgment, which you can't turn off. It's kind of like gravity. You're constantly judging. Do you notice that? So we take what it is and we judge it. Now go back to the expectations for a minute. Disappointment, right? How do we deal with disappointment as a parent? Notice that what it is, like the way our kids are doing or what they're choosing or what we're dealing with right now with our kids, it is what it is. And your brain is taking what it is and judging it. How do you judge something? Well, you have to compare it to some standard. Vicky, my wife, works in education. She's a speech language pathologist for the school district. And they do tests with these kids to see where they are in their linguistic abilities and in their speech and their production. Well, the tests are the standard. So Vicky will bring these kids in and she'll administer the test and then she compares how they did with the standard. That's how we evaluate. You do the same thing. So you'll take what it is, what your kids are doing right now, for example. Think of your favorite one. You know, maybe it's your teenager who's blown off school. Maybe it's your daughter who is being so defiant and disrespectful toward you. Maybe it's your toddler who just doesn't seem to know any words other than no. Whatever it is, take that. That's your what it is. Now, what's your brain doing? Your brain is evaluating or judging it. Evaluation implies comparison with a standard, like we just talked about. And you can always imagine something better. than what you've got. When you take what you've got and you compare it to your imagination of something better than that, how do you feel about what you've got? So let's say that your child is being disrespectful in class over at school and you're getting reports back from the teacher. Okay, oh, my child is being disrespectful. That's what it is. Well, what are you comparing it to? You're comparing it to my child not being disrespectful. And that would be so much better. So when I compare what I've got to what I wanted or expected, I feel disappointed. Do you see it? That's where it comes from. Check this out. What your child is doing could be a whole lot worse. True? And maybe sometimes it has been. And I'm not arguing with that. But just whatever it is, it could be worse. Even to this extent. Just check this out for a minute. One of my clients was expressing some concerns that she had about her son in school. Okay? Well, the school said this, and my son is doing that. And I stopped her for a minute, and I said, wait, hold on. You have a son? Okay, she rolled her eyes a little bit. She's like, oh, Dr. Paul. Okay, yes, I have a son. Wow, hold it. Pause there for a minute. How cool is that? You have a son. Wait. And you said that he's in school? What? Now I'm overemphasizing that because I want you to see that, look, what it is just what it is. It could always be better. It could always be worse. And when we compare what we've got to something worse, like not having a son, or having a son who refuses to go to school at all, which some of you do, but stay with me here, then we feel better about what we've got. I have heard myself say this to some of my clients before as I'm doing my coaching groups, and I'll say, wow, that is a great problem to have. My job's driving me crazy. What? You have a job? See, what a great problem to have. I just want you to notice it. You guys, I'm giving you a really quick version of a model that I've developed through my entire career about how to operate the equipment of your own mind. I will give you a copy of that model. It's my gift to you. Go to the URL on the screen right now, drpauljenkins.com/the-model. The model. It's the one that I'm referring to. Okay? It's your gift. It's my gift to you for free. I'm not going to charge you anything for that. Just go sign up for it. I'll put it right in your inbox. And it describes exactly what we're talking about here. So that will give you a way to refer back to it. Part of that model is moving forward from how we're judging or evaluating our experience right now, which sometimes creates disappointment, but it could also create satisfaction depending on how we choose to judge it. Then we're in position to move forward to the next phase. And this one you can't turn off either, any more than you can turn off your judgment and evaluation or gravity. It's going to happen. And I label this one creation. You'll see it there on the visual model once you pick it up. Creation is all about what is to be. And that doesn't exist yet. We haven't created it yet. Okay, so we get to move forward and create our own upgrades to what it is. Remember, it is what it is, okay? But it's not going to stay that way forever because we have to move forward into whatever is next. I don't think there's any other options. What if I gave you a challenge to go out there, just take, 15 minutes and see if you can make your life worse in 15 minutes. No, please don't do this, okay? But notice how quickly your brain came up with half a dozen ways you could pull that off. It wouldn't even take 15 minutes, would it? Now, why can we think up all these ways to make our life worse? We're going to use that same energy to think up ways to improve our situation. And we can do that because we're just going to start from what it is. Can we go improve it? Yes, we can. Notice what happens to your disappointment as a parent when you start with judging what it is to be good, and it is compared to something worse. We give up our need to expect whatever it is and accept whatever it is. And then we move on from there to anticipate something even better to come. Just notice what that does to your feelings. That's what I spend sometimes 3, 4, 5-day trainings on just this. You're getting the quick version. Go get the model, okay, so that you have it. I'm going to give you 2 brain hacks to wrap this up today and send you on your way. You ready? Brain hack number 1. I want you to make a private gratitude list. Now, you've probably practiced gratitude before. Look, the psychological research on this is solid. Gratitude is one of the fastest, easiest ways to get yourself into a positivity mindset and avoid some of the disappointment that you've been feeling. Now, here's what I want you to do with that gratitude list. Remember, we're dealing with disappointment as a parent. So call into mind whatever that thing is, you know what it is, where you're feeling disappointed. Is it your son's choices? Is it your daughter's relationship? Is it that nasty thing that they said to you last night? What is it? Okay, pull that into mind. I want you to take that and do this brain hack. For 5 days, 5 days, you come up with 25 things that you're sincerely grateful for. At least half of those things every day have to be about that. And I mean the way it is right now without changing anything. The way it is, it's your son's choices, it's your daughter's relationship, it's that thing that was said to you in anger and disrespect. Take it the way it is and pick it apart. See what you can find in there that you're grateful for. You might remember me saying, "What? You have a daughter?" Yeah. Now, are you grateful for that? I mean, most of the time. Okay, don't get too caught in the trash in your head. Don't get sucked into it and go back to the disappointment. But just focus on what you're grateful for. Put that on your list every day, at least half of your list. That's 13 if you're doing the math. And the other 12 can be freebies, puppies and rainbows and indoor plumbing. Stuff that's easy to be grateful for. But focus on this thing that's causing you the disappointment for at least half of your list every day. Okay? Are you in? Awesome. You're going to see some cool things. Here's brain hack number 2. For this one, just remember, that droid on Star Wars, BB-8? Do you remember that one? I use the BB-8 as a reminder for what this one is all about. Think about it. How sure are you? Look at the clock. Look at your watch right now. How sure are you that 8 o'clock is coming? Pretty darn sure, right? Yeah, me too. How sure are you that you'll be around for 8 o'clock? Almost as? You've got a 100% track record. You've made it to every 8 o'clock so far your entire life, haven't you? You haven't even missed one. So probably you're going to be around for 8 o'clock. There's only 2 options. At 8 o'clock, by your own judgment, which you can't turn off, things have to be either better or worse. Either a little or a lot. By your own judgment. Do you remember earlier I was teasing you a little bit? I said, can you go make your life worse in 15 minutes? Well, yeah, you can. Don't do that on purpose. We do it accidentally enough. Here's what BB-8 is. Better by 8. Better by 8. Can you think of, invite your brain to do this, okay? Can you think of some little thing or a big thing, it's up to you, it's your creation project, that would make your life, your relationships, this thing that you're disappointed about, that would make it better, at least a little, by 8. Now, what came to your mind? Notice what your brain is doing when you invite it to go that direction. BB-8. That's the brain hack. Hey, you do this for the same 5 days, you get to have 10 upgrades. How cool is that? Notice what's happening to those feelings of disappointment, even as we're having this conversation here today, that change the game for you. Do the gratitude list, the private gratitude list. Do the better by 8. Let's see what happens in the next 5 days. Hey, remember, I've got you on this. I've got that model ready to send right over to you, drpauljenkins.com/themodel. I'll put it in your inbox. I'm on your team. You've got this, and I've got you.